It's a scorching summer day in the city of Kelowna's urban centers. The sun beats down relentlessly, the buildings and pavement radiate heat absorbed throughout the day, and the streetscape offers little shade. As the heat becomes unbearable, you make your way to a cooling center to find relief. Here's the sobering reality. Scenes like this are becoming increasingly common. Extreme heat events are on the rise in urban areas around the world, putting people at risk.
Extreme heat is a major concern, and hot days like this are only anticipated to increase in the coming years. Heat is amplified in urban areas due to what is known as the urban heat island effect. Urban surfaces can range from 1 to 3 degrees hotter at a regional level compared to surrounding vegetated areas, and even hotter from 8 to 11 degrees in highly developed urban spaces. This difference is caused by changes to land use, such as decreased green spaces and excess storage of solar radiation by city structures and buildings. These land use changes are some of the factors that largely contribute to the urban heat island effect.
So, what can be done? Our project examined this question, exploring the intersection between built form policy and the urban heat island effect in the city of Kelowna. We're the Livable Planet team. I'm Hana, and I'm joined here by Stephanie, along with our teammates Ken and Simmer in the audience. We're grateful to be partnered with the City of Kelowna on this project and would like to give a special thanks to Danielle and Tracy for their valuable insights, feedback, and support throughout the project.
Today, we will guide you through the importance of the urban heat island effect to the field of planning, our project methodology and mitigation measures that help reduce those effects, and conclude by outlining some policy and design recommendations.
The urban heat island effect has been found to increase the intensity of heat waves and air pollution. These climatic changes will have environmental consequences and create intersectional risks to human health, vulnerable populations, physical infrastructure, and the economy. Planners and municipalities are well positioned to take action and build resilience through mitigation and adaptation planning and action.
Our project took a 4-phase approach. First, we undertook an extensive literature review to understand the severity of the urban heat island effect and how the built form impacts it. In the second phase, we reviewed a total of 26 case studies to identify promising practices to mitigate the urban heat island effect. From there, we conducted a cost-benefit analysis to determine the implementation costs and benefits of those promising practices, helping us prioritize our recommendations. And finally, in phase 4, we synthesized our findings from those previous project phases to create 85 recommendations for the City of Kelowna over multiple policy mechanisms, including zoning bylaws, development permit areas, and strategic plans like the official community plan. From our research, we found 7 themes of promising practices for mitigating the urban heat island effect. Let's take a closer look at them along with some key policy examples. Green roofs, which contain planted vegetation on a building rooftop, provide shade and reduces building heat absorption. One policy option to encourage the uptake of green roofs in developments is by using density bonusing to reward developers with additional floor area earned for each square foot of green roof built.
Cool roofs are white painted roofs that reflect sunlight and limit heat absorption, also keeping the building cool internally. Policy can require that new high-rise buildings and renovations to existing high-rise buildings require cool reflective roofs on 100% of rooftop surfaces.
Building materials used in built form and streetscape design can significantly influence surface level temperatures. Changing factors such as albedo and thermal admittance can result in temperature reductions. A policy action can be to require buildings to use a lighter value of color on building exteriors to reflect heat.
Engineered shade structures lessen direct sunlight, decreasing solar energy absorbed by buildings and pavements. This creates cooler microclimates and enhances pedestrian comfort. Policy can require that buildings add structural canopies or fabric awnings in order to create shade at the street level.
Maintaining and harnessing wind conditions at the street level through urban form can increase ventilation and pedestrian comfort. Policy can orient building facades towards prevailing breezes to increase cooling and ventilation.
Cool pavements use light-colored or reflective materials in order to reflect more sunlight and absorb less heat than standard pavements, reducing surface temperatures up to 8 degrees Celsius. Policy can require new sidewalks and roadways use reflective pavement coatings instead of the standard concrete or asphalt.
Tree coverage provides shade, reduces direct sunlight absorption by buildings and pavements, and enhances evapotranspiration. To increase street tree coverage and reduce impermeable surfaces, a 1:5 ratio of trees to parking spaces should be required by zoning bylaws.
The sun climbs high as you walk through Kelowna's urban centers, but unlike before, today tells a different story, a story of resilience. As you walk through the city, you notice a transformation. There are green roofs on new and retrofitted developments and reflective pavements on the roadways and sidewalks. The streetscape, once devoid of shade, is lined with street trees and engineered shade structures. This isn't just a dream, though. The City of Kelowna is ready to take action to address the urban heat island effect by prioritizing policy actions that foster healthier and more sustainable cities. If you'd like to learn more about our other 85 policy actions that can be taken to address the urban heat island effect, please scan our QR code for our final report or come talk to us after. Thank you so much.